everyone's looking for something to put on their skin so they can look younger, so their skin can look better. What do I apply on my skin? But did you know that you could be taking things on your nutrition, things that are on the foods that you get in the supermarket, but also there are things that you can use or supplements that maybe you're taking in your home that can be beneficial for your skin. So let's go deeper and let's see which are those nutrients that we can find in foods or in different supplements. We're going to be especially talking about vitamins, which are those vitamins that are going to be beneficial for my skin. So the first one that we're going to be talking about is vitamin A. Vitamin A, the key nutrient, is something called retinol. Retinol, it's very important. It has been used in a lot of topical creams and topical lotions and topical products because of the effects that it has on the skin. How does it help the skin? It helps the skin for acne. It helps the skin for making a better cell turnover. All the repair of the skin, it's better when you have good levels of vitamin A, especially of retinol. The next one that we're going to talk about, it's about vitamin C. Vitamin C, we know the properties that vitamin C has as an antioxidant. So vitamin C, when we take it, it's going to help for all the oxidative stress, for all the free radicals coming into my skin and damaging the skin. It could be caused by the things that I eat. Of course, they can damage the skin. It could be caused by all the white light that I get from all the screens. It can come from the excess of the exposition to the sun. The excess. We need to remember that the sun is not bad for the body. We don't need to be covered, like completely covered in sunscreen all day long because we need sunlight. But the excess of the exposition, you can take it orally, and the excess of the exposition to the sun creates free radicals on the skin. And when I have antioxidants in my skin, in my bloodstream, in my system, it's going to work and it's going to aim for that help, going to balance, to bring balance in between antioxidants and in between free radicals, because we need to remember that we need to have balance. It's not that having more free radicals than more antioxidants than free radicals, it's best. No. We need to have a balance that's called redox balance. Vitamin C, it's one of those antioxidants that helps the skin for all the damages caused by free radicals coming from different sources. And another very, very common nutrient that we can find in food or in supplements that is also an antioxidant is going to be vitamin E. Again, vitamin E, we find it in a lot of creams, in a lot of topical products, but also when I take vitamin E in different forms, it could be in a capsule, it could be in a gel, it could be in powder, it could be in different preparations. This is going to be another antioxidant helping me to fight free radicals and to bring that balance so my skin doesn't damage that fast. The next one is vitamin K. Vitamin K, we always think on vitamin K, and most people only think about vitamin K and its role for coagulation, and that's it. But vitamin K actually has a lot of properties. It has properties for the bone, it has properties for the management of blood glucose, but it also has properties for the skin. And it's make my skin to recover faster. It's going to make my skin to recover faster if I have a cut, if I have a lesion, but also if I have a bruise or if I have something that it's underneath my skin, but it's a part of a lesion that comes on the skin, it's going to make it recover faster. One that it's very common within people, it's biotin. And some people say, biotin is a vitamin? Yeah, it's a vitamin B7. Biotin, it's very used for all the stability of hair, nails, and skin. So hair, nails, and skin, and its stability, biotin is very useful. But let's remember that the excess of biotin, some people start taking tons of biotin because they think that it's super necessary and that it's natural and it causes nothing. Some people can start having acne because of the excess of biotin. So you don't need to be taking huge amounts of biotin to have these effects. Just by taking little amounts or just by taking it, 2 or 3 times a week, it's going to be very useful. Or just getting the biotin on the foods, naturally occurring in the foods that you're getting on the supermarket. And the final one, it's going to be pantothenic acid, which is vitamin B5. Vitamin B5, it's essential for the skin to act as a barrier. We need to remember that the skin, it's a barrier. Gives us that protection. It's not an open mucous membrane like when we have our stomach or gut lining or the mouth or anything, or your lungs, that it's a mucus membrane, open mucous membrane. No, this is a barrier. So hydration and the protective properties of the skin, when we talk about vitamins, pantothenic acid, it's the one that is going to help us for that protection. And it's also, again, very useful and very common to find it in preparations that people find in a supermarket or anything that they use topically as a lotion. But also it's going to be very useful when you take it orally. There is something that people say that it's a vitamin F. It's not a vitamin, but it's just to remember that there are things that you can take orally as a complement to vitamins with other nutrients that I'm just going to mention too. When I say vitamin F, it's just a joke, which are fatty acids. When I take fatty acids, especially monounsaturated fatty acids, like the ones we find in olive oil, like the ones we find in avocado, like the ones we find in some nuts like macadamia nuts, monounsaturated fatty acids, or you can find them in the literature as MUFA, M-U-F-A, because it's monounsaturated fatty acids. Those have very, very specific and very good antioxidants, and those are extremely helpful for the skin. Topically, and also when you take it orally, it's the best way to get all of its benefits. It's one of the best oils that you can use to cook. It's one of the best oils that have great flavor, especially when we go and see olive oil. And the other thing that you need to remember, that it's good for your skin, it's not only good for your muscles. People think that protein, which is what I'm going to talk about, it's only useful for the muscles. No, all of your skin, all of its structure, all of the things that make all that structure, all that matrix that it's putting your skin together as a unique structure, it's made of proteins. All the immune system that we have are proteins. Most of the hormones have a proteic structure. So proteins are very important and very necessary. And if you want to have good cells, if you want to have good membranes, if you want to have good immune system, if you want to have everything working well, you need to take enough protein in your diet with enough quantity of essential amino acids. So please remember this if you want to complement with the vitamins that I just mentioned. So let's remember that when we take a good diet, when we have rich, dense nutrients in our diet coming from plants, from fruits, from vegetables, from nuts, from seeds, from good meat, from good poultry, from all the things, from good eggs and good sources of dairy, not all the sources of dairy, because some of them are just processed and ultra processed, full of a lot of nutrients that we don't want to take, or a lot of colors, a lot of sugars, and a lot of things that we don't want to take. But when we take dairy from good sources, when we make nutritious, dense diet, these compounds are going to be present, and we are going to have this effect in our body, all of its functions, and of course it's going to come for our skin. Let's remember that the best nutrition for the skin comes from within. It comes when you're giving everything so your skin looks good. It's not made by what you put, it's more made by what comes from within. When you treat your skin from within, it's going to be more beneficial for all a variety of different functions in your body, and then your skin is just going to be the reflex of how your body is inside. So this is a good reminder that everything that you put on your mouth also affects your skin, for good or for bad. And if you want to share this video, please guys, it's the best way to support us. And also, please remember before you leave to hit the like button so more people can find this content. And also before you leave, please remember to subscribe if you haven't done so, and to click the bell. So every time we make new videos, you're going to be the first one to get notified. Thank you so much. Until next time.